Samsung's Galaxy studio, our very own Ling Kent. And here in our studio is tech expert Ari Zoldan. Joe, let me start with you. What are you seeing? What's knocking your socks off there?
Well, right now in Barcelona and here in New York, they're beginning to unveil the new S5 and also another item that we have not yet reported. It's brand new. It's called the Galaxy Fit. So first about the S5 phone, 3 headlines that you might want to know if you're interested in this company. 16 megapixel rear-facing camera is new. They're also going to have a built-in heart rate monitor, which will provide real-time data. This is the first time a heart rate monitor will be inside a cell phone. Also a fingerprint sensor, which of course is taking a page out of the iPhone 5S that we've seen. Now we're also hearing about a Galaxy Fit, which is basically a fuel band competitor or a Fitbit competitor, and that's going to track your steps and your heart rate and all kinds of good real-time data. What's interesting about this, it will actually notify you of your emails, your texts, and your phone calls. So that's a bit new, especially when synced up with the Samsung, potentially that S5 phone that will also be monitoring all of your real-time health data. Melissa?
Okay. Hang on, I'm going to come back to you in a second. Ari, I want to ask you, what do you think about that? I mean, do you think that can the Galaxy be the iPhone killer?
Oh, there's no question. I think they're gaining so much market share, and they have been over the past 2 years. Nobody would have thought that about 3 years ago. Today, with the Android operating system, and especially with a lot of the wearable technology coming out now, it's just the Android is a perfect platform.
But it seems like, I mean, nothing can compete with the iPhone cool. And when you have kids and teens and the tastemakers that are out there, what they really want is the iPhone.
I don't agree.
Think so?
No, it's absolutely changing. I think 3 years ago, you're correct, the sleekness of the Apple, and there is something very appealing to it. But in terms of functionality and usability, I mean, Android is just absolutely phenomenal.
Joe, I know you're standing there at Samsung, but don't worry, they're not listening. It's okay. What do you think? I mean, what's the truth? You think that they're really catching up and surpassing the iPhone?
Well, it really depends on how you look at it. On a global scale, Samsung dominates. They are the cheaper option. They offer a wider variety of phones, which many people really enjoy because they have more options of apps, especially international apps that work maybe not as well with the iPhone iOS system. But then again, here in the U.S., iPhone, of course, dominating. So Samsung trying to create a larger market share in the U.S., maybe with larger variety of products. So it's interesting to see what Samsung is doing because they've made a major play here in the U.S. to try to break into the market to make themselves more appealing, especially ahead of the iPhone 6 that is reportedly coming out later this year. But who knows if this is all we're going to see from Samsung, you know,
right.
Where we're still getting that first look at the phone. We'll get a closer look at it in the next hour and report back, Melissa.
Yeah, thank you. And Ari, I mean, Nokia's in the middle of the $7 billion takeover by Microsoft. At the same time, they are incorporating Android software into their new software models. That, of course, is a Google product.
Right.
Does this surprise you? Does this make sense?
I think it makes sense. I think, though, you know, the whole Microsoft Nokia thing, I don't think it's going to work out as well as people. Yeah, I mean, we've been watching the Samsung market for a very long time, and the phones that are coming out, the technology that's coming out of Samsung is just absolutely mind blowing. Wow.
Okay. And Joe, let me ask you before I let you go. BlackBerry announcing today that they are making BlackBerry Messenger available to other platforms. Are there 2 people left who use BlackBerry Messenger who would want to talk to each other? I don't think there are 2 people left to use it.
Well, they're trying awfully hard. Last year they offered their BBM to iPhone, and there was a waiting list supposedly. They won't give any specific numbers on how many people are actually using it. The claim is millions of people, but BBM stock, I mean BlackBerry stock actually went up last week on news of the WhatsApp deal. So there is some potential there for BBM, but they're trying to ride this wave, I think, as much as they possibly can. But it remains to be seen how effective they can be, especially with major disruptors like WeChat from Tencent and Viber and other really popular messaging apps.
Okay.
Melissa?
Yeah, I'm still the last person with a BlackBerry that's in. I've got no one to message. It's just me. So anyway, Joe, thanks so much, Ari. Thanks for your time.